coffee. Excuse me. This early is hell for me. Or it feels like it is. Feels like it's way earlier than it really is, but we're gonna wait a brief moment, get going, and we're gonna meet Karen's brother. See if we get some people up in this thing first. If you're catching this on a playback, I'll try and timestamp it below. You gotta see the ridiculousness of this video we're about to roll, man. People ain't shit. People ain't shit. You know what's crazy, man? People, a lot of times, some of the ridiculous ish we see in the blogosphere, man. Like, people try to act like ish is being blown out of proportion. What's good, man? Smash that like. Who's in here? We're gonna roll a video of Karen's brother, man, calling the police on a little ass kid, man. Diddy, what's up, my guy? Okay, we got Diddy. It's always nice to have Diddy's take when like some police shit is involved, you know what I'm saying? Because he does this on the regular. But nah, we got a few of y'all. That's what's up, guys. So we'll just get right to it. We're gonna roll a clip of Karen's brother, man. And right before y'all came in, I was saying, like, people a lot of times be like, oh, you know, ish gets blown out of proportion. Yo, there's clip after clip of just ridiculous ish to pop up in the blogosphere, like these assholes, racist pricks, jerks, all that are out there. They're out there heavy. You know what I mean? This reminds me of an old neighbor, some of the shit I've seen in some of the neighbors I live. Hey, Jay Millie, what's good, bro? So let's get right to it, man. Meet Karen's brother. Let's play this thing.
We're black women walking and spraying stuff on the sidewalks and trees on Elizabeth and Florence. I don't know what the hell she's doing. It scares me, though.
Do you have any like clothing description or anything?
She's a real small woman, real tiny. She's got a hood on. You can't miss her.
Hi. How are you? What's going on? Is that your mom? What's that? Oh, what are you using to spot there? You're trying to catch him? Is this your mom coming down the street? Okay. Someone just called in and said that she was alone spraying something on the grass.
She's catching the...
I see that. Oh, you know Gordon? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Can I just get your information?
Sure.
I'm sorry.
Joseph. Are you serious?
Yeah, I guess he saw it. I'm not sure.
Does he not live across the street from me?
I saw it too, and I thought, wow, she's doing a school project.
Yeah, someone else helped her. She's
Right.
just getting the land, so she's infested.
Oh, she's obviously fine.
We are.
You're obviously next door neighbors.
I yelled him when it's his wife.
Right.
No.
No, you're not in trouble.
How many did you kill? How many trees did you save?
They're bad.
We're black women.
Yeah, Jay Millie says I seen this last night. Listen, oh, damn, I should have let it roll because I missed like the first couple minutes. He's on the phone with the police. He's like, there's a little black woman. She's got a hood on. She's spraying stuff on the ground. I'm like, this fucking guy. And then the cop gets there like, yo, if I was a cop and I pulled up, like how that cop seemed all right. You know what I'm saying? But I would have like, you know how then it turns into, I got to get your info. I wouldn't even feel like I'd be like, this is obviously a bullshit call. I'd probably pay a visit to the dude who called the police and say, sir, do you realize that's a 9-year-old girl doing a school project? And you hear the lady says, what is he, a nut? Because right away they knew it was. So this Gordon guy, whatever his name is, right here, Gordon Lawshy. Like, yo, people are weird. You're right, Jay Millie. People are weird as fuck, man. Like, that should almost, you should get a ticket for some bullshit like that. Well, so I'll I'm sorry, man. I know the view's little. I'll replay the audio. Damn, I should have just recorded and made it big. I'm sorry, bro. No, so the neighbor, I'll roll it back over one time. This little girl was doing, I guess, like a school project or something, catching lantern flies, which I believe is, I believe lantern flies are like, what do they call? I'm trying to think of what I called it when I was a kid. I remember when I spent a summer in Pennsylvania with my sister, they had those bugs. The cop should have just got on his ass and didn't. Yeah, facts, man. People need to know when they're abusing, the emergency protocols or whatever for some bullshit. And this is the thing too. But what are those bugs, guys, called? Guys, what are those bugs called? Fireflies, right? I think that's what lanternflies are. But listen, so it turns out it's the next door neighbor. Like the lady knows her right away. She goes, "Oh, that's Gordon. He could have just rang my doorbell." And then the other woman's like, "Yeah, I saw her doing it too." And I thought, "Oh, how cute. She's doing a school project." Hold on, I'll roll it again.
No, you're not in trouble.
Here it goes from the top. Watch.
How many trees did you save?
They're bad.
A little black woman walking and spraying stuff on the sidewalks and trees on Elizabeth and Florence. I don't know what the hell she's doing. It scares me though.
Did you have any clothing description or anything?
She's a real small woman, real tiny. She's got a hood on. You can't miss her.
Hi. How are you? What's going on? Is that your mom? What's that? Oh, what are you using the sponsor? You're trying to catch him? Is this your mom coming down the street? Okay. Someone just called in and said that she was alone spraying something on the grass.
She's catching the tree.
I see that.
Thank you.
Oh, you know Gordon? Yeah. Okay. Can I just get your information?
Sure.
I'm sorry.
Joseph. Are you serious?
Yeah, I guess he saw it. I'm not sure.
I'm not. Does he not live across
I
the
saw
street
it
from
too,
me?
and I thought, wow, you're doing a school project.
Yeah, somebody else helped her. She's
Right.
just getting the last one.
Okay.
She's
Oh,
infested.
she's obviously fine.
We are.
You're obviously next door neighbors.
I yelled
Okay.
at one of his right.
Right.
No.
No, you're not in trouble.
How many did you kill? How many trees did you save?
They're bad.
A little black woman.
Then he says the cops shouldn't even be talking to the kid unsolicited. It's crazy to see the world. Like, you hear the guy that calls in when he's like, "Oh, there's this little black woman wearing a hood, spraying shit on the ground and this, that, and the third." And then it turns out it's his next door neighbor. It's like, that's where it gets to the point, like, yo, is this guy shot? Yo, like, this should have turned into, sir, do we need to take, I feel like we need to take you in for a mental health check. I think I need to, I don't, in Florida they called it 5150 or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, right? Like, sir, if you're that delusional and paranoid as shit, like, maybe we need to get your ass institutionalized, you fucking dickhead. Like, that's crazy, man. But it's like, there's clip after clip of these kinds of pricks, man. This just shows racism is still very strong. It's like, the shit these assholes do, man. This person who posted this, though, said, "I am in tears as I type this. It always hurts when racist white people call the cops on black people, but it hits on a deeper level when it happens to kids. A 9-year-old was catching lanternflies to help save trees in her neighborhood, yet was made to feel like a criminal." Yeah, you heard the little girl say, "Mommy, am I in trouble?" And the cop's like, no, you're not in trouble. But, like, somehow I realize more and more as a parent, I'm sure y'all can attest to this as well, right? I mean, I guess it's a basic cliche thing, but I've always kind of been the guy that basic cliche shit sometimes I disregard. I don't want to say I totally disregard it, but, like, I got to see it myself either way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to learn shit myself, even though someone tells me something, or maybe I just look at the world a little differently. But basically what I'm getting at is, like, the way things kids take in subconsciously growing up, you know, like how kids are like sponges, they soak everything. In Michigan, you can walk all up in people's yards legally unless it's posted or gated until you're asked to leave. That's wild, man. And then in Florida, they'll let a motherfucker shoot someone in their front yard, man. Because you heard what the guy said too, right? He said, "It scares me. I don't know what she's doing. It scares me." There was no articulable suspicion of a crime being committed, this cop says. Hey, Kale, yeah, mentally ill for sure. I don't know if you were in here, Kale, when I was saying that should have turned into a mental health check on this guy that called the police. But it's just like, but yeah, like I was saying, like the way kids take things in subconsciously and it kind of sticks with you. Like that little kid really who was doing nothing wrong at all, just enjoying her day. Like you heard the other neighbor saying, "Oh, I thought how cute she's doing a school project." This other asshole who's calling in is like, "I don't know what's going on. I'm scared, you know." And then the kids left like, "Damn, did I do something wrong?" And that's what's really wild about it too. You know, more and more as a parent and a father, I see that the way kids take in information, and you know that will stick with that girl. You know what I mean? Yeah. But did you see my comment regarding what the person wrote? I don't know. Hold on, let me check, Kale. Man, did YouTube? I felt like that was the first comment I see you put up. YouTube might have. Yo, YouTube's been doing some weird shit, Kale. I don't know if you were in here the other day. We were live. We were talking about a lot of shit. You know how I do. I just talk and talk and talk, the JayCoffeeTalk style, right? And we were talking about rumors. Y'all remember that? I think you were in there, Jay Millie and Diddy. We were talking about rumors. Like rumors that spread so heavy, it's almost like folklore. You know what I mean? Like them rumors everyone heard. And there was like a Rod Stewart rumor that got brought up. And we were talking about Marilyn Manson rumor and all that. I'm sure you got an idea as what I'm speaking to, Kale. And like 3-4 people that were commenting shit were like, yo, my comments are disappearing and there's no vulgarity in it. I don't understand. And the moderators were like, yo, I don't know. I don't see them. Then someone was like, yo, I seen one and it disappeared. But let me see if I can find yours, Kale. Good morning, Kale. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, YouTube is behind a lot of the BS, guys. Oh, we can roll the clip big way now, too, in here. Like this. Yeah, yo. That's like a part of what I believe the mom spoke out after the incident. Damn, I gotta find that. Oh, mentally ill. You wrote mentally ill, right, Kale? Is that what you're referring to? Yeah. Mental ill, man. Like that's what I'm saying. Like the cop, I don't know, the cop could have really done more. He could have said something to the neighbor. Like I said, it could have been like, yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, bro. I always love when people are in here and they're like, yo, did you see this though? Boom. Hit me with the link. You know what I'm saying? We rock like that. Both of them arm wrestling? That's crazy, man. Yeah, think about that, man. That's what I was going to say with like Elon Musk. I almost called him Elon Musk. What the fuck is wrong with me? But no, with like Twitter and all the bots and shit like that were like going around starting political arguments and things like that. It's like that shit really holds weight. That's something else I didn't realize, you know? Because I said the R word. Oh, wow. That's crazy. That is insane, man. That is insane. But yeah, now we can roll this thing from the beginning, where you can see it better, Diddy. Hold on, we'll run it one more time. Yeah, Jay Millie, if you find that, bro, do me that solid. Here we go. Some of the neighbors out there. Hey, Jay Millie, what's good, bro? So let's get right to it, man. Meet Karen's brother. Let's play this thing. I know it's still small.
Walking and spraying stuff on the sidewalks and trees on Elizabeth and Florence. I don't know what the hell she's doing. It scares me though.
Do you have any like clothing description or anything?
She's a real small woman, real tiny. She's got a hood on. You can't miss her.
Hi. How are you? What's going on? Is that your mom? What's that? Oh, what are you using to spot there? You're trying to catch him? Is this your mom coming down the street? Okay. Someone just called in and said that she was alone spraying something on the grass.
If If you can't find it, Jay Millie, by like when this clip's over, I'm just gonna hop into the Twitter machine there and search up my Duke's name and see if we can and just search via video clips and see if we can find it like that. But yeah, I was upset at the person wrote calling all white people racist. Hold on, now I can't even read it. I am in tears as I type this. It always hurt when racist white people call the cops. I don't think they were referring to all individuals that way. Just like, because they said racist white people calling the cops. So I don't think they were referring to all white folks. But that's wild that YouTube did that, man. I went to the channel I seen it on and it got taken down. Listen, let me tell you something, guys. We'll search via Twitter, Jay Millie. We'll roll the end of this clip one more time and we'll try and pull it up. This is a good talking point that we're getting to here. These bots and shit. Like we just said, we got comments deleting. We were just talking about all those bots starting political shit and all that, like political arguments. Oh, come on with this fucking. We don't want Android Auto. Every time I fucking type or every time I went they slide to the R before calling it what it is. He's mentally sick. Definitely, I think the guy's mentally sick, but I don't know. I detect some racism coming from this psycho neighbor, psycho mentally ill neighbor. I detect some racism as well personally, because you could hear it. And like, to me, when he was saying there's this little black woman and she's got a hood on and she's spraying, because like in my opinion, you know what I mean? Like I always say, we all got our own opinions. We can agree to disagree, no question. But it was like he immediately started thinking of criminal, like this is like a little girl doing a school project or whatever, catching fireflies or whatever, to him was a criminal situation. You know what I mean? But yes, this is a sick son of a bitch. But this guy, man, that's what I'm saying. The cop, it should have turned into like, sir, you're abusing the emergency system, sir. This was a little girl that is your next door neighbor that you know, and you actually called this in. Like, what is wrong with you? Get your shit together, you son of a bitch. Like, do we need to take you in for a mental health checkup? Like, are you, because there's a lot of really paranoid people out there, man. The shit people, oh my God, this guy that I used to work with, I think I spoke about him a couple of times on the channel. This dude wouldn't eat food at work that like the other cooks made. He'd be like, they poison my shit, man. The color of our skin is a description. The hood part is off. The Twitter. Oh, but it's winter.
Can I just get your information? I'm sorry.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I guess he saw it. I'm not sure.
Does he not live across
I
the
saw
street
it
from
too,
me?
and I thought, wow, you're doing a school project.
Yeah, so that's awesome. She's just coming back, so she's infested.
She's obviously fine.
We are cross.
You're obviously next door neighbors.
I yelled the words this month. It's like,
No, you're not in trouble.
how many did you kill? How many trees did you save?
They're bad.
All right, I'm gonna hop on Twitter now and see if I can find this really quick. But yeah, what a dickhead neighbor, man. Hold on one sec, y'all. I think I found it, man. Twitter fam, thank you for helping me to find the family of 9-year-old girl from New Jersey who had the police called on her by neighbors for collecting lantern flies. I connected with them and invited them to Yale for a black girl-led science tour yesterday. History was made. So let's see, do they have somewhere the... First, we stopped at the Sash Lab. Not as fun. We had lots of Yale swag and goodies, courtesy of Yale. Then we went over to Dr. Bay's lab, where PhD students showed us live mosquitoes. Yo, I used to know someone that did that as a job. They had a truck. See, like this little box here with all the mosquitoes in it? They had like a truck that they drove that had like a giant net like that collected them. And then they like tested the mosquitoes. We then went to Science Hill to Horsley's lab, where gave us a private tour and showed us how she studies diabetes in mice. And surprisingly, this was Bobby's favorite part of the tour. She even named the mouse Bob. Then we ended the day at Yale Entomology, and they promised the family that Bobby collects more lanternflies, she can contribute them to Yale, and they guarantee that Bobby's name will always be attributed to the lanternflies she collects. This was a nice thing this person did. Anyone using the lanternfly specimens that she collects and contributes to Yale Entomology will have to credit her. Bobby and her sister inherited a crew of Yale aunties who will love her and her family forever. Special thanks. That's cool, man. I want to specifically thank Bobby's mom, Monique A. Joseph. Oh, wait, here's her Twitter. Maybe this is it, Jay Millie. Trying to see if oh, she just said thank you. Oh wait, looks like Jay Millie found it, y'all. Hold up. Thank you, Jay Millie.
I'm Nick Nimmin, and I'm a StreamYard user. For the last 6 years, I've been live streaming.
Thank you, Jay Militant. The only thing I don't understand is the cop not just gonna... Exactly, Kale. Exactly. Like, I mean, I don't think that he did. I mean, there is a possibility, I guess, that he did. And they just didn't, like, include it. Or they didn't show up. But that's what needs to happen when people bullshit. Pull bullshit like that. You know what's so crazy? We were just talking about how, like, that may stick with that kid, that experience, that she felt like she actually did something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Psychologically, you know what I mean, throughout her life. And like I was saying, more and more as a father, I've been realizing the way things stick with the youth, you know, and like, excuse me, you know what I mean? It's just crazy when you see traits of yourself and your kids. Like, obviously not just, damn, sorry guys, a little indigestion early in the morning, but like not just like I'm saying traits like our kids look with us. I mean, like, for instance, if you had issues of being self-conscious or something, and then you see your kids that way, like something I'm really trying to get my son to take in is some confidence. I've always been so inconfident my whole life, lacked confidence, you know, but then I look back that I was always fucking told, like, and I'm not trying to cry the blues and sound like a fucking bitch or something, but seriously, like I was always told, like, yo, shut the fuck up, or, you're fucking stupid or something. You know what I mean? Not all my, like, I don't want to make it sound like I never had any positive reinforcement, but I was just told to shut up a lot. You know what I mean? I was a nuisance a lot. Because as y'all see, I love to talk and talk and talk as an adult. So imagine how I was as a child, you know? So I always make it a point to try to, you know, and that's the thing too. It's not like I'm just saying to my son, like, yo, you're smart. Like, yo, he really impresses me with the shit that he does, you know? And I always try to make it a point. It was a former New Jersey. What? So you're saying he was in politics? Well, I don't really care the guy's political views, Kale. But if does that comment what he said though? Does he mean that the guy was a politician or something like that? It would be a bit surprising if that's what that means, that this guy was so stupid. Unless, like, is this guy councilman? So what? Like, I wonder. It's like if you have enough sense where you can hold a position like that. Like, I wondered, is this guy senile maybe then, or what? It's his mental state in question here, not his political views. Yeah, well, no, I don't care about the guy's political views, but the fact that he held some kind of position in office. Your mod is saying he's Republican. No, I sorry, hold on. I'm trying to break this down, the comment. I can't see Jay Millie's original comment. That's who did it. The fact that the guy was a councilman, though, it's a bit like, damn, dude. Not that he was Republican or Democrat or anything. I could care less about that. The fact, though, that, like, damn, dude, you're a councilman and you don't got enough sense to see what's going on there. It's a bit ridiculous. But I want to let's roll this clip here of the mother. See, I hate that though, that those kind of fights do go down politically. That's why I always say I don't delve into that world, and I don't know enough about it. And let's be honest too, when it comes to politicians, personally, I always think there's something attached to it in politics. I feel like politics is more about like business and money, right? I think that's the bigger color in politics is green, right? I don't know if you guys feel that way. But yeah, let's roll this clip.
Inconsistently to you.
Tonight, a New Jersey mother is speaking out about her 9-year-old's terrifying ordeal. The little girl had been trying to catch spotted.
Yeah, Jay Billy, if you can, drop that link, bro. I'm not saying anything about this, but yeah, I think that is a misunderstanding. But yeah, if you got it, bro. Oh, maybe it says it in this clip, actually.
Lantern flies when a neighbor called the police. And what happened next went viral. And CBS 2's Tim McNicholas tells us the mom wants this to be a teachable moment.
Hi.
I like that, guys. Real quick before we carry on, a teachable moment. Everything in life, or that you experience yourself or see someone else go through or anything, there's always a lesson to be learned, right? I sound like an after-school special, right? There's always a lesson to be learned. Positive reinforcement, shit like that, right? But it's facts. Like I say, those cliche things you hear throughout your life, often it's like, damn, people say that shit all the time for a reason.
How are you? What's going on?
Monique Joseph says her daughter was afraid to go outside after this encounter in late October because she worried her neighbor, Gordon Lawshe, might call the police on her again.
Oh, you using the spot there? You're trying to catch him? There was
Very true, Kale. Dementia. Very true. Dementia's, man. Can we take a second and just say, man, I hope that never happens to me. Did you guys ever hear the theory? And now that I'm saying this, now that we're seeing the way that the bots are active out there, that's what I wanted to say too, guys. Jay Millie, how you said the one joint you found it at had pulled it down. A lot of times where I would play just videos like this, viral videos, not even pertaining to something to this extent, just to other things that had to do with disagreements in society. A lot of times YouTube would flag it and pull it down. Listen to this, guys, before I carry on. I'm sorry, man. I know a lot of times people get irritated when I pause and talk, right? But one time I played a video when, listen to this, right? Yeah, dementia is fucking scary, man. Like, I truly hope that never happens to me. Did you guys ever hear the theory, though, about aluminum? Like, my wife had a... Oh, sorry, guys. Where's the... Hold on. All right, we're back. Sorry, guys. Alarm was going off. My wife had a college professor that used to teach her, like, the whole aluminum thing. Like, don't use aluminum in deodorant. Try not to drink out of aluminum cans, etc. Like, that there was, like, a link between aluminum and dementia. And, like, they should have been stopped using aluminum, but they haven't. I don't know if you guys have ever heard that. But listen to this. One time I was playing a video, right? That was a black dude being arrested by 2 white police officers, right? And there was a couple other black dudes there, older black dudes, right, who saw it going down. And it was right after some different events had happened in society, which a couple of years ago, I'm sure you guys have an idea some of the things we're referring to. I always wonder why people were sensitive to aluminum. Yeah, that's always freaked me out when I've heard that. And, like, you know, did you guys ever see how, like, aluminum is, like, in a shitload of deodorants? I gotta be careful with this because they just hit me. Like, if they deem that you're talking about something and they say that it's HE @LTH related, if you guys get what I'm saying, they say, oh, you're not a DR period. You're giving out FALSE info and strike you, yo. But anyways, getting back to what I was talking about, it was a video of a black dude being arrested by 2 white police officers. And there was kind of a bit of a dispute going. You know what I'm saying? The guy wasn't exactly fighting, but he wasn't exactly trying to go at the same time. And there was 2 other black gentlemen there, older dudes, and they just were like, hey, young blood, he's taking you in. You know what I mean? Just let the man arrest you. And long story short, the police ended up letting the 2 black dudes cuff the man, you know, and then they took him away. So we saw a situation in society where the police worked with some other civilians there, and it was like a racial issue, but it was dealt with peacefully. YouTube pulled it down. They didn't flag me for it, but they said this is inappropriate content. Can y'all believe that? They said that's inappropriate. And when you see that happen in some of these things, other situations that we're referencing, the way that it happens, it's like, damn, think about that, guys. Just like how we were talking about things hitting your psyche and taking info with you and stuff like that. When big platforms like YouTube or YT or this one, see, I'm being a little reckless here, the way I'm saying some of this, or those bots on Twitter that start shit. Yeah, I seen it, Jay Millie. I'm about to shut my ass up and playing both. But when these platforms take down certain info, you're like, damn, do you not want society to see some of that stuff? It's pretty wild when you think about it. And then you just think, I'm little old Jay Coffee. Don't no one really watch me? And they're doing that with my ish. Then you think about the larger content creators, and it's like, damn, you can't hear me? Yo, can y'all hear me? Hold on. Can you guys hear me? Okay, I was saying it sounded like the sound stopped. Somebody let me know if y'all can hear me. Oh, okay. All right, we'll roll it. But yeah, when they're pulling down shit like that, that's crazy.
The police. And what happened next went viral. And CBS 2's Tim McNicholas tells us the mom wants this to be a teachable moment.
Hi. How are you? What's going on?
Monique Joseph says her daughter was afraid to go outside after this encounter in late October because she worried her neighbor, Gordon Lawshe, might call the police on her again.
Oh, what are you using the spot there? You're trying to...
There was no misunderstanding of what he did. He racially profiled my child.
When Lawshe called the police, he described that 9-year-old girl as a small woman wearing a hood.
A little black woman walking and spraying stuff on the sidewalks and trees. I don't know what the hell she's doing. It scares me, though.
He went out of his way multiple times to describe her, to adulterize her as a woman.
Turns out the girl was only trying to spray spotted...
Oh, so those are spotted lanterns. They're not fireflies. I misunderstood.
lantern flies, an invasive species you learned about in school.
Someone just called in and said that she was alone spraying something on the grass.
Monique shared her information with the officer, and he said the girl wasn't doing anything wrong.
No, you're not in trouble.
With the wrong police officer in the wrong town, I could not have a kid to hug at night.
After that encounter,
Racism, intentional or not, is still racism.
Monique shared the story at a Caldwell council meeting and urged the borough to use it as a teachable moment. The clip went viral.
I'm not a person who's going to cower down, right? That is my baby. And
I think it ended. Why did it freeze like that? Is it still playing?
Okay, I reached out to him. I haven't heard back. Well, it's because you guys just print whatever you want to print. You don't print the truth. Well, what's the truth? I can't talk to you. Call Greg Massara's my attorney. Okay, I reached out to him already.
His attorney did call me. He said that Lawshe did not know that was his neighbor that day, and he called the police when he saw someone spraying something on his other neighbor's property, and Lawshe apologized to Monique the next day. In Caldwell, New Jersey, Tim McNicholas, CBS 2 News.
Let's check this other video Jay Billy sent me. I don't know if you could hear what I was saying, Kale, but I was saying when you were saying you couldn't hear the sound, I was saying damn, is it there's this car by me and it looks like a cop car. It's so weird. It's like someone painted their personal car to look like a cop car. It's pretty damn crazy. Hold on, let's cue up this other one.
The cops on a 9-year-old girl. A former New Jersey GOP official called the cops on a 9-year-old girl because he was scared. He was afraid. Let's put up the picture full mass here. Okay? Former Caldwell, New Jersey council member Gordon Lawshe allegedly called the police on a 9-year-old black girl, when he saw her catching spotted lantern flies. This is an invasive species killing trees in America. And by the way, she was wearing a hoodie, which obviously meant to this individual, there's criminal activity going on. Lawshe told the police, there's a little, and this is a quote, there's a little black woman walking. And she was
sorry, y'all.
in her front yard when...
Sorry, guys. Someone keeps calling and it fucks the sound up. Hold on one second, guys. Hold on. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere, guys. Hold on. Let me text this motherfucker. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to text this person back. My shit's glitching. I see you guys are kind of like having a debate here. Hold on. Give me a second. I just got to text this fucker. Hold on. All right. Sorry about that, guys. They kept calling. Leave it to journalists to make this a racist thing. How is it not racist? An old man thought he saw something. He may be crazy, but it's his right. The cops should have gone to the old man and not even bother with the little girl. I mean, I feel you on that, Kale. The dude definitely is a nut. But I don't know, the side of it and the mom making it racist now. I mean, in my opinion, I personally feel, and this is the thing, guys, we can always all agree to disagree. There's nothing wrong in that. But and I understand what you're saying, Kale. Like, to say black or white is like a description. That is true. But is there other kids in the neighborhood? You know what I'm saying? Like white kids getting the police called on them like that. Like, if it definitely feels racist to me. But I'm saying we all got our own viewpoints and everything, you know? It is what it is. Like, that's always the motto I try to have on this channel. Like, we can agree to disagree. I mean, different people look at, at things differently. Just like Zimmerman thought Trayvon was doing something. News and mom making it racist now. But sorry guys, there's like someone lingering. I'm sitting in my car. We got a lingerer next to me, freaking me out a little something. But let's pull that clip back up again. Apologies, guys.
From that person, a former elected official. Here, she was wearing a hoodie, which obviously meant to this individual, there's criminal activity going on. Losh told the police, there's a little, and this is a quote, there's a little black woman walking, spraying stuff on the sidewalks and trees. I don't know what the hell she's doing. It scares me, though. Exact quote from that person, a former elected official. Here, this 9-year-old, her name is Bobby Wilson, and her older sister, Hayden, at a local board meeting, decided to address.
Kale will never understand. And Kale says, I stick to the facts at hand. He saw something, he called on it. The cops should have gone to him and questioned his state of mind and not bother with the girl and her mom. I feel you, Kale, but I'm saying the ridiculousness of it all, that, like, victim mentality is not my thing. I feel you, Kale, but I'm saying what he saw. Like the fact, like, that man saw that and deemed that to be a criminal situation is pretty ridiculous. And again, guys, I hope this don't turn into a fight, argument. Like I was saying, debate, discuss. We can agree to disagree, etc. And I'll just say, personally, in situations where I've seen stuff like this go down, a lot of times the individuals that do this seem to only particularly do this to, that's an easy way to look at it, but I guarantee if she was white, the cops don't get called. Now, I know, or what was I saying? I'm sorry. But a lot of times the individuals that I've seen do this seem to profile people, to put it simply. But hold on, let's get back to where we were.
A former New Jersey GOP official, Caldwell, New Jersey council member Gordon Losh, allegedly called the police on a 9-year-old black girl, when he saw her catching spotted lanternflies. This is an invasive species killing trees in America. And by the way, she was wearing a hoodie, which obviously meant to this individual, there's criminal activity going on. Losh told the police.
That's the side of it. That's like, why did this guy think that that was like a criminal thing? Why did he feel, he flat out said on the phone, flat out, it scares me. He flat out said, I'm afraid, you know? Like, that's ludicrous.
There's a little, and this is a quote, there's a little black woman walking, spraying stuff on the sidewalks and trees.
But we all do agree that this dude is a nut, or his mental state. We all seem to agree on that, all of us. That, Casey, what's good? What's up, Casey? We all seem to agree that this guy's mental state, like, but then when they were talking to him at the door there, right? When we were talking to him at you seen the news guy was like, sir, I forget exactly what he said, but he was like, my attorney is such and such. And there he was like, we've reached out to him. He's given no comment. He seemed pretty with it. I mean, yes, it was a very brief social interaction, but he seemed very coherent. You know what I mean? But when you think about that, why did that, like, that man was like, I'm afraid. He deemed this a 911 situation, you know? That's wow.
I don't know what the hell she's doing. It scares me, though. Exact quote from that person, a former elected official. Here, this 9-year-old, her name is Bobby Wilson, and her older sister, Hayden, at a local board meeting, decided to address those there. Hayden explains that her younger sister had researched safe methods to eliminate lanternflies in the community because they are a nuisance. And she was testing in her front yard when the former GOP official called the police and said he was afraid. Let me give you background on Bobby Wilson. She was featured in the October issue of The Progress that highlighted her work to combat environmentally hazardous invasive species in the community. You're talking about a young, brilliant scholar who was engaged in an activity obviously not illegal. Hayden, her older sister, explained at the meeting, and I quote, she was not only doing something amazing for our environment, she was doing something that made her feel like a hero. Our neighbor across the street decided it would be appropriate to call the police on my sister. According to Hayden, they're the only black family on the entire street. And her 9-year-old sister feared for her life because of the actions of this former elected official. Bobby sees all these other black children and adults on the news being killed by police officers for doing nothing wrong, Hayden said. So when this police car rolled up beside her, she was immediately frightened because she did nothing wrong. No kid should be scared in their own town or on their own street. And I'm going to go even deeper. I do not believe this GOP official, I don't believe he didn't know who it was. Only one black family on the entire.
That's the wild side too. That is his neighbor. Kale says journalist pandering to his sheep. And Jay Millie says, I don't have the exact comment, but I just seen it. It went away. I don't have the Dr. Rashad Ritchie host indisputable on TYT Rashad Ritchie Twitter. Jay Millie was saying that he's experienced this himself. Police called on him just walking through the neighborhood. He's sick in the head. The guy, Kale says. He did seem pretty coherent. Obviously retired. But again, like I said, there was a brief interaction with the guy. But just a crazy situation, man. I hadn't even seen these other clips, Jay Millie.
A street, and you don't know who this is, and she's at a house? No, sir. All right, Dan, thoughts here.
Yeah, I have a hard time believing that this official would feel threatened by the need to call the cops on a white child who is catching lanternflies, was it? Like, it is one of the nicest things. In fact, I'm happy that there's a child who's getting to enjoy one of the few creatures we haven't destroyed due to man-made climate change. But the fact that he escalates it by calling the police on the situation, when he has to be aware the police are weaponized often against Black people, if not physically, mentally, psychologically, through all these news stories that we see, but also through their presence by knowing that, oh, if you're here, we're an outstanding force and you don't have your rights. So I am really suspect of the comments as well and the justification of it, but I'm glad this didn't end any worse than it could have.
Agreed.
Why are you back?
Let's see the comments. Guys, you think there's a lot of arguments going down in the comments here?
We have to find a cure.
No, God damn it.
It's a quiet afternoon in a subdivision of Las Vegas. This homeowner and her neighbors have just noticed a dog walking off leash in the street. She calls the wandering pit bull.
Hey, former New Jersey.
Here's what's hilarious. The racist calling a racist racist.
GOP official called the cop.
Why can't I
call the cops on a 9-year-old girl because he was scared. He was afraid. Let's put up the picture full mass here. Okay? Former Caldwell, New Jersey council member Gordon Losh allegedly called the police on a 9-year-old Black child,
Sorry, guys.
a Black girl, when he saw her.
We got the screen jumping around. I cannot get the comment thread. I cannot get the comments to pull up. But everyone, I'm gonna let you guys go. I see we're having quite the debate in the comments here, because Jay Millie said, hold on, y'all. I mean, like, I got a bunch of people by my car here. Jay Millie said, Kale, Black people cannot be racist in America, but we can be prejudiced. And she said that is not true, Jay Millie. We are having quite the debate here. Sorry, guys. But I hate to cut this right in the middle of your guys' exchange, but I got to get in here and do a little shopping and whatnot. But I don't know. We could continue the debate on at another time, unless all races can have racial issues. I know where Jay Billy is going with what he was saying. Even amongst their own race. Oh, that is very true. 100%. Sorry guys. I got a window that's fucked up. For those that have been listening, you know this window has been fucked up for a long ass time. So like there was like a congregation of individuals, a bunch of people by my window. You know what I mean? You ever just feel like someone's over your shoulder? But yeah, Jay Millie, before I end it, do you want to like elaborate on that, or do you not really care to? It's up to you, bro. With what you meant by what you were saying about racism and prejudice. Probably a wire in your door. No, so the window, all right, so a while ago, this old lady, we never owned anyone over here because of race. That's why we can't. So the window fell into the door. Someone hit my car. It's a whole fucked up thing. There's an insurance dispute going on. Meantime, my car's fucked up. The window has been, I live in 2022. So the window has been in the door. It's a whole thing or whatever. Someone's supposed to fix it. It sucks too because it's well, not totally true, Kale. There is it doesn't. Here comes this guy to ask me shit. Watch, listen. Hold on, guys. He didn't come over here. There's this guy that I always see that's always like, hey, can I clean your windows for a couple bucks? I'm always like, nah, man. He's here faithfully every day. And I tell him no every time. But anyways, not totally true. There's people being trafficked and shit like that. Kidnapped, sold. Scary shit. Speaking of that, everyone, be safe. I've seen some reports that I believe, you know, as people have different feelings regarding the news. Sometimes, you know, that some people feel certain things can be propaganda, but let's just say that I've seen some reports of some scary shit of women being targeted. And I don't know, man, like that there's these sophisticated networks out there trying to abduct people. It's fucking scary. But yeah, guys, I gotta run. I love you all. You know what I'm saying? And it was cool. You know what I mean? We had this debate, you know, like Jay Millie's like, man, I'm sick of this. I've experienced this kind of shit myself. And then Kale is more, and I don't want to put words in anyone's mouth. So if you guys don't agree with what I'm saying, I can go live and verbally speak on it. As a matter of fact, I still got a whole live on it. Carry a Glock, I do. Yeah, Kale, one of those reports that I'm speaking of, the woman who was saying this, who I believe, you know, like she basically said her open, like having the strap on her, having the heat and letting it be known, she felt is what stopped an altercation incident from, you know, her actually being like abducted, or them attempting to, is what stopped it. She believes, you know. But yeah, like I said, I don't want to put any words in anyone's mouth. It felt like Jay Millie was saying, yo, this guy, what I saw here, I've experienced it myself. It's bullshit, and be licensed to do it. Yes, absolutely. And it felt like Kale was saying it again, not putting words in anyone's mouth, but it felt like Kale was kind of saying that she feels the news and journalists put spin on situations. So we have a difference of opinion, but it's all good. You know, I personally felt the old man, to me, I felt he was a racist jerk. And though I do agree that his mental state, but then when they talk to him, it's like, yo, is this guy seems like he knows what's going on. Like the Niners, yeah, you guys got the, exactly. Everyone has a right to an opinion. And that's cool. That's life. That's the world, you know? And it's just cool. I hate when things turn into an argument, and that didn't happen today. So that's cool. But yeah, the Niners. Oh, before we go, man, I saw you guys, if I'm not mistaken, you guys whooped some ass. I feel he is mentally unsound. Something's wrong with that. I want to say, is there a link to the originating story? I'm not in the USA, so I'm trying to understand how the police got involved in a child collecting insects. I am in the USA, but also I'm trying to understand how the police get involved when a child is collecting insects. Oh, Niners. Real quick before we go, I want to see the final score. Oh, World Cup going on. Did the USA win? Oh, 38-10. You guys put it on them, Jay Millie. Men's basketball. Syracuse beat Richmond. See that logo that Syracuse played Richmond and it has like a spider? I feel like they're love your life because it's gone, I say. That is a fact, man. Another update. I don't know if you guys know, like I've been sharing with you guys. Live your life. Okay, I got you. Most definitely. Oh yeah, did you guys know, like I shared that I smoked weed like 2 times recently after like never smoking. I smoked last night. I got family in town and they hit up a dispensary and got a pen. And I don't know if you guys ever, Kale, I don't know if you smoke weed. I'm not a weed smoker. But you know, I feel like 8 out of 10 people I know love to smoke weed. It don't even matter if you're licensed, depending on where you're at. Remember, the cops killed that guy in Minnesota who was legally carrying, and they will shoot him. Oh, but yeah, I smoked. So I got family in town. They hit up the dispensary, grabbed a weed vape, and I took 2 little puffs off that thing and was in the damn twilight zone, man. It's crazy how I always share, like I get way too in my thoughts, in my mind like that, like life and death, heaven and hell, all this kind of shit. It's been, when I've got baked these couple of times, my mind has been going to a place like, yo, man, get your shit together, bro. You're almost 40. Yeah, me too, Kale. I'm not a weed guy. Like when I say, like everyone I know loves weed. Well, not everyone, but like I said, I feel like almost 80%. Niner gang is deep in Mexico. I had no clue, bro. But it had me all in my head about, like, man, like, you know, like, get your shit together. Yeah, listen. Yo, well, that's the thing too. So these last 2 times that I smoked, typically that's one great thing about weed for me is when I'm high, I can sleep like a baby. Typically I have problems sleeping. This weed, these last 2 times, I was pacing around the house doing push-ups and curls with fucking weights. Like it was making me antsy. Like I needed a damn Xanax to go to sleep or something. It was crazy. But yeah, this team here, Richmond with the spider, the Bills one time signed a quarterback from that college. He never played though. You about to roll up right now. I feel you, bro. Oh, yo, Knicks win again. 129-119 over OKC. Hey, wonder what my Knicks record is. But World Cup, has the U.S. played yet? Sleep makes your immune system strong. Yeah, and I definitely don't get enough of it, guys. I guess they got it right on here live on Twitter. You can watch some games. I always bring up that moment from the 90s when I was a kid where U.S. actually ended up advancing out of the initial round into like where it becomes single elimination, because you know they have like the different pools, pool 1, pool 2, or pool A, pool B, or whatever, where it's 4 teams and they each play each other in a round robin. You know what I mean? So 3 games, and then the teams advance with the best record. USA won because beating Colombia 1-0 because of Colombia scoring a goal on themselves. And then when that gentleman that accidentally scored the goal on himself went back to Colombia, they say Escobar had him killed. You know, Escobar loved soccer. You guys ever watch Narcos? Does Tyler Bass get special teams player of the week? Man, so first place for the Niners, huh? Hey, I'm not in first place, Jay Millie. We're in second place. Well, we're tied, but Miami owns the tiebreaker over us. And then we got the short week playing Detroit on Thanksgiving. Isn't that crazy? They had to move that Buffalo game to Detroit. It was supposed to be a Bills home game. I want to watch that. The World Cup, Kale. But yeah, so they moved the Bills game to Detroit because storm, state of emergency, all that. It's crazy. Buffalo, blanketed in snow, feet of snow, right? Well, now our next game is against Detroit in Detroit on Thanksgiving. So we're playing back-to-back weeks. I wonder if that's ever happened to a team before in the history of the NFL where a team played back-to-back games, a home game and an away game in the same stadium. I mean, I guess it could have happened if either the Jets or the Giants played a home game and then played each other the next week. Oh, Narcos. Yeah, good show, Kale. Check it out on Netflix. Another good show that just dropped on Netflix, guys. Little true crime 4-part documentary or whatever. It's called Sally the Killer Sally. Hold on, let me actually try to pull it up, guys. All right, here we go. I'm trying to find it right here. Here it is. Let's see if we can find a picture of it to show you. These men were evil to that woman. She didn't deserve that. Why beat on someone who can't fight back and they get mad when they retaliate? Here it is right here. So see this? That's Killer Sally. She was a bodybuilder. Yep. Yeah, she was a bodybuilder. 4-0 in the division. Damn, bro. That is, we're 0-2 in our division. 4-0 in the division. That's dope. Those games in some ways can be twofers, where they count in your conference divisional record, which is heavy in a wild card tiebreaker if you're tied with a team that's not in your division, and of course your divisional record. We play Miami in a couple weeks. Jay Millie, you gotta beat them, bro. We need y'all, man. Yeah, she is a monster. Oh, so did you watch this, Kale, or you just know the story? Did you watch the Netflix one? Yeah, she killed her husband. She claimed that she was like battered. It was crazy though, because the kids loved the husband, because the kids were not the husband's kids, but they like loved him. But the kids also said too that their lifestyle was all crazy and jacked up because both parents. Oh damn, my battery isn't on. I thought my battery was charging as I'm sitting in the vehicle. But Yo, this chick almost kind of reminded me of China before China, Jay Millie. Oh, you just know the story? Yeah, well, so on there, they were saying, like, she was battered woman syndrome. But yeah, check out the Netflix one. See if you like it, Kale. But I just caught it the other day. Me and wifey watched it through. But what was I gonna say? It was crazy because the husband and her were on. Yes, so they were both on steroids, and they were like always on the road. They were so, encapsulated in their bodybuilding careers. The kids, that was like their whole life was watching their parents pursue the bodybuilding careers, and it affected their childhoods a lot. It was pretty wild, man. Interesting story. So yeah, if you haven't, or you get a chance, check that out. Netflix, I think it's a 4-parter. I will. Yeah. Oh, just came out. Like, just came out. So I haven't seen a lot of people talking about it yet. Whenever I get to that damn true crime channel, hopefully I want to get on there and set it up today for tomorrow, and start making content the next day. The true crime channel, though, it's going to be a lot different than this channel, as to where you guys know on this channel, like, I just love to talk, like, I just pump out the content. The true crime will probably be something more like maybe only a video every other day, something like that. And Jay Millie wrestling channel coming soon as well. Gotta make breakfast. Hope you have a great day. Take it easy, Jay and Millie. You as well, Kale. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining the discussion. And again, it was nice, even though we all didn't see things the same way. We didn't let it get us all arguing with each other. That's dope. Regardless what different debates and stuff around so often, we see that happen, and it's a shame. So very nice, But yeah, I'm gonna run as well. Jay Millie, much love to you. Kale, much love to you. Casey was in here. Oh yeah, no, I definitely am, Kale. Definitely am. But you know what I mean? It's gonna be a separate channel, and it's gonna be more. It's just gonna have a different vibe, and the wife's gonna help me with it as well, like I was saying. So, like you were saying the other time, teamwork makes the dream work. Lamont wants you to do that too. Yeah, no, he's always telling me, you know what I mean? And I know I need to, I don't want to say I'm wasting my talents, because I love doing this channel just for the sake of doing it, but I definitely got to try to get to that bag, you know what I mean? So we're definitely going to get to that. And Jay Millie, damn, type something so I can see that comment, what you said about beating Miami. Just type a period or something so it pops back up. I can't. Yeah, I think you guys can beat them, man. And how's McCaffrey been doing for you guys? Why does it say 87.50 there? I don't understand that. What that means. Like, I'm lost as to what that means. And I watched the whole documentary. Yeah, peace. No doubt, no doubt. We'll beat them. It looks funny because they literally have players and coaches from the Niners. Oh, I got you. Well, I'm pulling for you, man. Bills Mafia is pulling for you. And McCaffrey, how have you liked him so far? And when you respond to that, I'm gonna end this thing. But how's McCaffrey? How's he doing with the Niner gang? Is he a beloved member of the team already? Has he won over the hearts of Niner gang yet? Bang bang Niner gang. E40. Got a dope song on there. Yes, peace, Kale. Just waiting on that McCaffrey. And then I'm gonna end this. I just want to know how you been, how you guys feel about him so far, Jay Millie. I believe he's put up some pretty good yards. Alias taps in on the way out. Damn. Oh yeah. Oh wow. I think there's a delay. Seahawk gang. Hey, Seahawks for first place as well. He's made our our offense dangerous. That's lit, man. Here we go. Facts, bro. Russ is cooked. Happy Veterans Day. Thank you to the All Brave Man for service. I see a red in SoCal. Arizona, man. How is Arizona so bad? TJ, oh, damn, I don't want to get flagged on this one because I'm going to leave this live up. But yeah, y'all, let me end this thing, man. Elias, you're just catching us on the way out. Elias, if you get a chance, watch this back. They said Russ in the huddle calling Seahawk plays. Shit, he needs to do something over there, man, because it's been ugly in Denver, man. It really has. But all right, fellas, my battery's about to die. I got to run. There's Niners gang, Bills Mafia. Yeah, all love, man. And there's the wife calling. Niners gang, Bills Mafia, Super Bowl. We're pulling for it. But yeah, fellas, I got to run now. I accidentally just ignore one of the wife's calls. So let me get out of here, y'all, before it goes down. Peace, guys. Have a great day.